Honey, I'm home. Hi, I'm Sangeeta and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be introducing you to a delicious breakfast or tea time dish in the Malabar region, especially in Kozhikode, Malappuram and Kannur region. There are different versions of this dish. One process uses soaking rice, but today we'll be making an instant version of this dish. We will be using rice flour to make this crispy, absolutely delicious snack. The dough is spiced with cumin, sambar onion, and lots of fresh coconut. We usually serve this with stew or egg curry. You can even serve this with meat paste curry of your choice. Today, my mother decided to pair it up with egg curry. So, let's see how Amma makes my favorite breakfast. I'm not adding any background music to this video today because I find calmness in listening to all the beautiful sounds around me. So I welcome you to join us in our kitchen in my native place, Kerala. To make Ney Pathiri dough, measure 1 glass of water. Use any glass of your choice. We have used this glass. Add a teaspoon of rock salt or any salt of your choice. Allow the water to come to a boil on a high. Meanwhile, boil eggs to make egg curry. Amma's boiling 3 eggs, 1 each for Achanamma and me. Add 1 teaspoon of oil into the water as well. We have used coconut oil. Close with a plate and allow the water to come to a boil. The water has boiled. Amma has lowered the flame. Now add 1.5 cup of roasted rice flour. Measure using the same cup that you used to measure the water. Drop and simultaneously stir the flour. Turn off the flame. Combine like so. Cover and keep it aside for about 10 minutes. Meanwhile, toss in 1.5 cup of fresh grated coconut into a mixer jar. About 10 shallots or sambar onion. 2 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Now pulse this. Do not grind, only pulse until it's barely combined. Add the coconut mixture into the dough. Mix it up using a spoon. Now use your hand to form a dough. The mixture is still very hot. Turn on the fan while kneading. Try not to burn your fingers. You can even take small amounts and knead it into small balls. Knead the dough thoroughly. You should end up with a soft, non-sticky dough. Now let's make egg curry. In a food processor, add 2 large onions, 1 inch of ginger, 7 cloves of garlic, 3 green chilli and blitz it or chop it up finely. Heat up a kadai and add 1/3 cup of oil. We are using coconut oil. Every dish we make at home tastes better with coconut oil. So now toss in half a teaspoon of jeera. Toss in the blitz, onion, ginger, garlic, green chili. Saute on medium high until it turns translucent. Now toss in 1 heaped teaspoon of coriander powder and 1 teaspoon of garam masala. Saute this just until combined. Now add the puree of 1 medium-sized tomato. Amma has blitzed the tomato in the food processor. If not, you can also chop it up real fine. Saute this for 2 minutes and take it off the flame. In the same kadai, add a few tablespoons of oil to fry the eggs. Season the eggs first with half a teaspoon of chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder and some salt. Coat the eggs and fry them in the oil until the egg blisters and crisps up. Amma used to add boiled eggs by itself into the gravy before, but a friend of mine from college taught me how delicious boiled eggs taste when fried, and we have been doing it ever since. So thank you, Ashutosh. Once the eggs have turned golden brown, toss in the onion mixture back into the kadai. Lightly mix it up. Now pour 1 glass of coconut milk. This is the second milk and it's thinner. Mix it up and let the gravy boil. Season it with salt. Let the gravy cook in coconut milk. Meanwhile, heat up a kadai to make Ney Pathiri. Add enough oil to fry. Use coconut oil to fry. I promise you that is going to blow your mind. While the oil is heating up, let's look at the gravy. The curry has reduced a bit. Now add 3/4 cup of fresh thick coconut milk. Mix it well. Simmer the flame to a low. Add 1.5 teaspoon of pepper powder, 1 sprig of curry leaf, and chop in some coriander leaf. Do not cook the gravy for too long, else the coconut milk will split. I'm recording this with one hand and trying to mix with another, so I'm sorry about the way I'm mixing it up. Mix the curry and then turn off the flame, and your gravy is ready. Knead the dough once more before flattening it. We are using a presser to make the Ney Pathiri. If you do not have a presser, you can also put pressure on a plate and then flatten the dough out. Now take a ball size of the dough, dip it in oil, press it in, and it shouldn't be too thin. Now make a hole in the center and make this wavy pattern. Is just Amma's way of showing us some love. I was a picky eater when I was a child, and Amma always got creative with my food. This represented flour. I'm in my 30s and I still can't imagine Ney Pathri any other way. Drop the Ney Pathri in oil and fry it. I still remember how we used to sit in the balcony on the 8th floor of our apartment while she showed me the clouds and asked me to take a bite of the rolled chapati, telling me that if I bit at a certain angle, I could see a dog or some other animal. I can't imagine the patience and love she must have had to raise a child like me. But one good thing came out of this. She's so creative at sneaking in veggies in almost all the dishes, and it tastes delicious. So I give it to you, Amma. Cook the Ney Pathri both sides. I do not like it when my Ney Pathri turns brown. So she cooks mine just until both the sides crisp up. You can fry yours until it turns golden brown. It doesn't take too long to fry. I hope you loved watching this video. It's always a joy to edit videos I shoot when I'm back home. It fills my heart and eyes with so much of love and joy. So do give this dish a try. I'm sure you'll love it. Until next time.